A Madrid woman is speaking up tonight following the sentencing of a California man who was convicted of sexually exploiting minors all across the country.
KCCI's Kayla James spoke with a woman who has a grim warning to share with Iowans.
My name is Jillian Sargent.
What starts off as a personal introduction nearly ends with a plea.
Judge, I pray that you give this man a life sentence so that he cannot hurt another person the way he hurt me.
Those words written by Jillian Sargent, a 22-year-old woman whose victim impact statement covers what she says happened when she was 15.
I was on an app called Meet Me, and all I wanted to do was get to know people. That's how he first contacted me. He posed as a 15-year-old boy.
The he Sargent is referring to, Matthew Goiter of Folsom, California, who court documents show was sentenced to decades in prison mid-August, convicted on 3 counts of sexual exploitation of a child. Sargent says back when she was 15, he used fake names and photos.
I ended up finding out that he was fake because I kind of really dove into Google Photos and everything and found out, and then I would continuously block him, and he would contact me on whatever he could find me on.
Like on messaging app Snapchat, and Sargent says Goiter didn't stop there.
Made me do some horrendous things to myself that no little girl should be doing.
Sargent says Goiter continuously tried contacting her until suddenly he stopped.
And then the year that they ended up actually catching him because another girl from a different state ended up reporting it, that was the last time I heard from him.
Sargent says that was in 2020, just days after court documents show one victim from Florida told police she was being extorted for sexually explicit images and videos. It led to a larger investigation. Court documents show investigators found devices owned by Goiter holding images of 40 additional victims.
I had to identify myself in pictures and screenshots of what they have of their evidence.
And then last week, write a victim impact statement.
I have not been able to keep a job for longer than a year because of this. I am currently not working because of how high my anxiety gets.
Jillian Sargent is older now, wiser, and with a family of her own. Now she just wants to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else.
I would say definitely tell your parents. That's the safest thing you can possibly do, and I promise you, their parents will believe them, 100%.
In Madrid, Kayla James, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
This is a developing story. Count on KCCI to keep you updated as events unfold. Download our app and opt in for breaking news notifications.